Why am I neglected and left in the cold? Has Sass moved on from me? Is it something I said? I must get to the bottom of this.
-1-3, you'll have to turn back. Our runway isn't long enough for a bird your size.
Who the sky you? Letting me through.
I say again, mate, our runway is too short.
What in the actual sky you talking about a runway?
Crazy yank.
What did you just call me?
Crazy yanks. They think they can do any fool thing without regard for...
Behave yourself, P-Mouth. It's Jake's turn to be in the spotlight.
No.
My name's Jake, and if there's any way I can make your stay more pleasant... Crazy yank.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've been pretty much just running this team ever since I posted that video last week or whatever on Chesnaught smacking down in the Holiday Cup. So first of all, this video I'm going to be showing you me actually hitting veteran with this line, and we do get a great lead in this battle. We get a Talonflame, they switch in their Frostlass, we're going to get a superpower off before we switch into our Sandshrew, and this is a pretty good matchup for us so far. Yeah, they're going to bring back in their Talonflame, and we're just going to try to get off Night Slash damage with our little Sandshrew here. And yeah, obviously they're going to shield. We get a boost, which is kind of huge. But here we're just going to let Sandshrew go, because we can actually just farm down with our Chesnaught. And yeah, we're going to shield this and farm it. And they end up having a Shadow Skarmory in the back, so we get really lucky. They are just gonna throw a Sky Attack here. I guess they got a little nervous, but I think realistically this is probably our best case scenario. Yeah, we're able to just clutch it here, getting another Flame Charge off. Still really scary, honestly. I mean, yeah, we can come in and just farm down before Talonflame had no energy, and we will outpace it with our fast attack. But yeah, this team. So okay. First of all, this next battle, I don't know why I stayed in with Chesnaught here. I should have absolutely switched to something. I think ideally maybe switching to Sandshrew would have probably been the best play. But yeah, for whatever reason I stay in, and I'm actually shielding the Shadow Punches too, fearing a Sludge Bomb. So right off the bat, we're already in a really bad scenario in this battle. And I keep continuing to make some misplays. For some reason, decided to throw my second superpower here when obviously they weren't going to shield it. And they do bring in the Talonflame. I'm going to go straight Blizzard. I don't think they shield this, but yeah. Oh, wait, no, they do actually shield it, excuse me. But yeah, regardless of how this match plays out, I'm not really going to be able to do anything here because I think I even over tap on my Talonflame with Brave Bird. Yeah, like I could, oh no, we CMP and we're just gonna die here. Yeah, so pretty much this whole match, we just kind of got messed up. But I think our best chance in a match like this would have been to try to switch out and not let our Chesnaught be the thing contesting Haunter there. Because we do have like a pretty good matchup with Chesnaught for the back line. But yeah, this team that I've been running, this is a very difficult team to use in the Go Battle League, but even though I felt like maybe initially... Okay, so this one we get a Gengar lead, and we stay in again, take a Shadow Punch, we switch to our Sandshrew, and they do end up staying in with Gengar, and we're actually just going to take another Shadow Punch. And this time, I'm feeling a little bit more confident about this because they don't switch out. It makes me think maybe they do have something that's going to try to come in and farm us down, and they do bring in Obstagoon. I mean, obviously we just want to get damage off, but... surprisingly, they shield there. They did not have to shield that. I mean, maybe they're not as familiar with the Sandshrew matchup, but we definitely luck out there. And what I'm going to do here is just take the move, throw a superpower in hopes of getting the last shield, or even necessarily, maybe even potentially knocking out Obstagoon. So now that we have two shields, we're going to just ramp up Talonflame and hope that whatever's in the back line is not going to really appreciate getting hit by Brave Bird. So I think at this point we're just going to kind of farm it, and they do bring in Jellicent, so we're going to make sure we can actually get two Brave Birds off if we absolutely need to. And fortunately for us, we actually do not need to get off a second Brave Bird here, so we can actually just shield, farm down, and then we're going to Flame Charge or Brave Bird the Obstagoon as it comes back in. But yeah, this team I've been running has been a lot of fun, but very difficult. It's been really I've been stagnating a lot trying to push my elo with a team like this, but I've also found that I've been able to kind of become a lot tighter with how I play a lot of these matchups. This is definitely a risk for reward versus team. So in this situation, we're going to throw the Blizzard and they do not shield. So this is huge because now there's a really good chance we can like mess things up here. And fortunately for us, we do catch the Trevenant and they do want to, they're not, I don't know if they just didn't want to risk it or they thought I was going to just bring in Chesnaught, but we make a great call. We're able to mess up our lost lead and we can take out this Trevenant. In the back is this Obstagoon, and honestly, we're in a really good position because we can kind of just let Talonflame stay in here. We can actually take one move and not shield here. Oh, actually, I think my ideal, why I wanted to shield this was because pretty much Chesnaught is going to be able to win this match. So as long as we can just get the shields or do a lot of damage, we're just going to be able to smack down with Chesnaught, or we can just throw a superpower. There's no move that Obstagoon, with the moveset it commonly runs in this format, that can actually do anything too lethal to Chesnaught at full health. So yeah, in today's battles, I'm essentially showing you the 3 sets that led up to me hitting Veteran. So these are all, there's 15 battles today, these are all complete sets. I'll even show you the win rate after each after each set, excuse me. But yeah, generally when we get Talonflame leads, this is something I've been thinking about a lot, is I can actually technically beat the Talonflame. If I throw Superpower before they throw the Flame Charge, I actually can kill it and get the shield, but it's hard to know what is the better call, because regardless, we can win the lead, and we can either do it with energy or with a shield potentially. But yeah, we're going to take a Stone Edge from Credulity. We know we can take at least one Stone Edge. And we're going to be putting on a lot of pressure here, just kind of trying to get off damage. Unfortunately for us, they end up having a Frostlass in the back line, which nothing, like everything on our team currently can actually deal with this Pokemon. I mean, Chesnaught is not great at dealing with Frostlass, but the Rock Fast Attack will in fact chunk away here, and Frostlass cannot farm down Alolan Sandshrew, so they're going to have to throw energy one way or another. And even in this scenario, we can even take a move safely, and that's pretty much what I do. And I think I actually switch here after I throw one Incinerate, and I just farm down with the Smackdown for the win. So yeah, pretty good start. I've been playing this team a lot. So our first set was a 4-1, which gave us a nice little elo gain up to like 2473-ish. Alright, so in this battle, we're just gonna go straight. This is what I always do with this type of matchup. Most people do not respect the Blizzard, and fortunately for us, that's exactly what goes on here. We just wipe out this Talonflame before it can really do much. So now that that's happened, we've actually been able to realign the battle, and we can actually bring our Talonflame in here safely and put a lot of pressure on our opponent. So we're gonna Flame Charge here, and they're actually gonna shield, so in comes the Aerodactyl. Fortunately for us, we do have the switch, and we know we can farm down Aerodactyl, and no move that it throws is going to be knocking us out, so we're just gonna let it go through. We're gonna throw a superpower here on the Alolan Ninetales, also, mainly just to get off the damage or shield and, you know, not give it too much farm down. Fortunately for us, we just come in, we're really close to that Flame Charge, and that is just game. GG's. And yeah, like this season, I really wanted to experiment a lot more with trying out different spicy lines, but this team has just been so fun to try to perfect. I think it's been just, I don't know, I've been going live on my Twitch stream and running these sets pretty much with this team for the past week, and it's been a very enjoyable time, honestly. Okay, so in this matchup, we're in a really good position. We're going to store up the 2 superpowers against Graveler, and we're going to throw them back to back. We will probably get both shields. Oh, regardless, this is still really good. Winning the lead, and we get a shield. We're just going to let our Chesnaught die to Vigoroth so we don't lose switch advantage. And we're just going to line up our Talonflame here. So we're going to allow our 1 Body Slam to sneak on through. A little bit of an overtap here, which is a little unfortunate, but we're just gonna have to like deal with it. Another kind of like overtap, but we do have double Incinerate now, so we're just gonna launch them back to back. We're not messing around with this Vigoroth at this point. and they just let Vigoroth go. In comes a Talonflame. This is pretty scary, honestly. We are gonna throw our Brave Bird, and in this battle I make a slight mistake. You'll kind of see here that this may look pretty bad, but look at how this plays out. See how close we are to the Blizzard here? I got nervous and I threw my Night Slash, but the reality is because they threw their energy here, if I wouldn't have thrown this Night Slash, I would have actually been able to get to the Blizzard based on how the Incinerate 4-turn charge move works, and I would have been able to Blizzard Talonflame there, but I just got really nervous because of those boosts it already had and such. But yeah, I should have just risked it and went for the Blizzard. Would have paid off. In this battle, we lose the lead to Wigglytuff. I'm going to insta-swap to Sandshrew. That tends to be my safe swap for charm leads. We do get a lucky attack boost here on Lantern, so this will help us take out this Lantern. So we're going to be throwing these Night Slashes, and I think I do end up committing a shield here, knowing that we will be able to get off some hefty damage. Or at least like threaten a shield on this Lantern, and we got both shields at this point, so we're in a pretty interesting position, and we're not going to be able to farm down, but we're just going to have to take it for what it is here. And I'm going to bring back in Chesnaught. Obviously this isn't the most ideal situation we can be in because they're going to just bring in Wigglytuff, and we kind of have to maneuver now. But they end up having a Drifblim in the back line, and the thing about this is we don't want a Brave Bird because charms will hurt even though we resist them with our defense drop. We have to go for double Incinerate, and thankfully I don't overtap here, and we're able to pull off the combo, which knocks out Drifblim. And now all we gotta really do is go for Brave Bird, and that will secure our win here. I got an overtap. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. That's the thing about running a team like this. I've explained this in my last video that I did on this team, that this is not a team for the faint of heart. It's really difficult, and if you overtap, it will cost you matches. This is a team where you really have to pray. You do kind of have to pray also, but you do have to play very precise and make really great predictions. But yeah, in this match, we're kind of in a tough pickle. Not really the best matchup so far for us. I mean, the Marowak, we can kind of do some smackdown damage on it, but we don't really have the best moves to deal with it with the Chesnaught, like a charge move wise. So we're going to try our best to do some work here, and so far not too bad. We do overtap here, so we have to shield. This is brutal, honestly. Overtapping against Vigoroth is just brutal in this meta. But our hopes are we can still get the Brave Bird off here on this Marowak. I thought they might try to sack swap or something, but fortunately for us, we are able to just Brave Bird this Pokemon out of existence. And they have an Altaria in the back line, so that is just game, because there is nothing that an Altaria is going to throw that is going to hurt our little Sandshrew. So fortunately for us, we just, even though we had like a tough beginning, we had a really strong matchup for the back line. So yeah, really GG. Also consider checking out my Twitch stream if you want to check out some of these battles live. That's kind of like what the process has been here, is I'll do my battles live on Twitch and try to do recaps on my YouTube channel. But yeah, we get the Wiggly lead, we safe swap to Sandshrew. They bring in the Graveler, and here, I don't know why, I just thought they might shield this. And for us, that was a great call that we actually did shield. I'm going to hope this is a Rock Blast, and we make another great call. So we do get the shield, and we are just going to end up throwing a Blizzard. They will double shield, but I think that's okay. I think at this point, it's still pretty good. I mean, we got the shields. We still come out with a shield on top. We just kind of have to pray that this is not a double. I was afraid when I was playing this matchup live that we were going to see double, like, Golem family. Like, we're going to see a lone Golem here in the back line. But I'm going to end up throwing this superpower in hopes of getting a switch out. And we do end up securing that, and we see another Drifblim. And we already know that we can double Flame Charge this matchup and win. We can actually eat an Icy Wind, but I don't think it's worth risking if they do, by chance, want to throw a Shadow Ball. And I'm pretty sure that we can even potentially still, like, take a move from the Wiggly if it came down to that. I don't know at that range. I think we would have died. But fortunately, we didn't have to figure that out. GG. So that's another 4-1 set, which brings me pretty close to 2,500. And this set will be the one that gets me to veteran. So like I said before, when we get a charm lead, we usually like to switch in our Alolan Sandshrew. And for whatever reason, they keep in their Wigglytuff, which leads me to believe their team is very much weak to Sandshrew. And they do switch to their Aerodactyl after shielding, and they're going for a farm down. So not the worst for us, because we do have 2 shields, and in comes this Aerodactyl. I'm just going to take a move, and it is Ancient Power, so we can just farm it straight down. I'm going to just insta-swap here to Talonflame. They do stay in and throw energy, and in comes the Altaria. So what I want to do in this matchup, ideally, I want to throw... I think I want to throw Flame Charge. I overtapped there, that was brutal. I want to throw Flame Charge and throw a Brave Bird here. And I think this one's kind of close, actually, because in this matchup, if I just messed it up... I mean, I had the energy. I knew Superpower would actually be lethal at this range, but you know, it's still kind of scary. If I didn't have energy on Chesnaught, that was going to be a really bad scenario for me. But I mean, I guess I could have potentially still been able to switch out, alleviate the defense drops, and see if that could have won, but let's focus on this battle. Obstagoon, not a bad matchup for us, honestly. A lot of times when I get in these matchups, I generally try to get 2 moves, but because they switched in on us, I'm just going to try to get the shield and contest with our attack. I think they're just going to double shield here. And I think at this point, I'm going to commit 1 shield. Actually, no, I make the risk play because I'm like, I felt like I just have to shield once here, and I can actually still farm down and potentially Brave Bird whatever comes in. So they bring in their Talonflame. We're just going to remove their Talonflame right away with Brave Bird. And they end up having Lickitung in the back line, so obviously we're going to be fine here. I overtap here too, so... I mean, granted, none of Lickitung's moves are scary to our Steel Ice type in the back line. But yeah, I mean, it would have been better if I would have just thrown the Superpower, eaten the move, and then came in with a shield. But it doesn't really matter, I suppose. We just need to at least get off that Superpower damage. That's the whole thing. Like, playing a team like this really tests your skill as a battler, that's for sure. I was kind of just struggling to climb because, you know, for me this season, I want to run teams that are really exciting and fun and off meta, but still have a place in the meta. They're just... You know, we're not going to win every single battle that we play. Like, this is an example of a version or a battle where I probably should have shielded this move. Like, I knew I would have lived, but you'll kind of see how by me not shielding here is actually kind of huge. So I'm going to bring in Talonflame, just farm down the Whimsicott. And at this point, we're kind of just in a tough cookie because even, like, right here... we still could have done work. I realistically needed to shield that move. I didn't know what the back line would be, but as you'll see here, I wanted to throw the grass move for the chance that we might get the defense drop. And see how we barely just got down and almost got to... See, okay, if I would have shielded that Rock Blast, I would have been able to get to the Superpower in that battle and actually won. So yeah, I don't know what I was saving this shield for. It's kind of tough sometimes with a team like this. I feel like I'll hold shields to the end game, but in a fast attack meta like this, it's not always the best idea to hold your shields off like that. Sometimes just those little chip moves that you can normally take are not worth taking in the grand scheme of this meta. But yeah, it's kind of, in hindsight, it's a little bit easier to see that type of stuff. But usually when we get these type of matchups, we absolutely just want to like shield once and get both shields. And for them, they actually decide they're just going to let their Vigoroth go, which is totally fine because we have a great matchup here where we can just bring in Sandshrew on their Altaria, maintain switch advantage. They bring in their Ninetales, we switch in our Talonflame. We pretty much are just hard countering this person at this point. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what happens here because Sandshrew will be able to just win. So GG. All right, so in the Altaria leagues with this team, we always try to play a little sneaky. It's kind of tough at times to know if we essentially want to shield once, save our energy, and try to catch the sky attack on Sandshrew. Fortunately for us, we do pull that off here successfully, but the back line is going to pose quite a problem for our team, because if I remember correctly, this team was Talonflame and Marowak, and yeah, honestly, them having the 2 shields here, we're just in a really bad position. Don't really have the best answer, and I don't think we can actually really do much here. I'm pretty sure I lose this match. And, you know, there's some, like, sloppy playing going on here, too, like, overtapping and such, but I don't think it really mattered as much in the grand scheme of things. I think they kind of just had a pretty solid... I mean, okay. No, I don't think it mattered. I don't think it mattered. There was nothing I could really do there, honestly. Like, my Chesnaught was just too low. But yeah, we end up going 3-2 with our last set. That leads to me hitting Veteran. And I wanted to just... I mean, because I've been playing pretty much the same team all Holiday Cup, I don't typically like posting multiple videos of the same team, but I did want to like post content on my channel too, showing you what I'm actually doing. So I thought this would be cool to at least show, like, you know, amidst this team kind of being a little spicy, it does have potential to climb ELO. But again, this is not the safest team you could run in this meta. And obviously, with all the double, like, if you're wondering too, if you put a team like this into PV Poke, if you put in Chesnaught and Sandshrew in PV Poke, it actually recommends running something like Obstagoon on this line over Talonflame. But the main reason why I run the team the way this is primarily because Double Charm is so prevalent in this matchup, in this like meta, that if I'm gonna lose to like I'd rather lose to Vigoroths closely than lose to Double Charm all the time. So yeah, that's the whole point of running a line like this, is essentially it's kind of like an ABB line for beating Charm teams. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have been enjoying this content. I do plan to do some Master League during the Go Battle night or day that's coming up in January. So maybe I'll post some Master League. Definitely not XL Master League, but maybe I'll post some of my Master League battles too. It's been a while since I've posted anything Master League related here on the channel. But I just want to say thank you all for checking out my channel. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and it means a lot to me that people are engaging with my content here on YouTube. It means a lot to me. But I'm going to leave it here. We're going to be pushing to Legend this season in our spicy manner, trying to find niche gameplay that's really fun and entertaining to watch and could potentially create a challenge for you as the viewer to try out. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, the Sass Squad is getting stronger each and every day. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.